All right, here we are. Welcome into week 2 of the Hashmark Show. It's already week 2. We had week 1 in the books last week. It was a phenomenal week for some. For others, it wasn't. We do want to touch first and foremost on the Pigskin Pick'em Challenge, which is taking place on ESPN. And looking at the leaderboard right now, it's Mr. Motherfucking Sunday Night, Wriky Knotz, first place after week 1.
Killing it.
Wow.
Yeah, good job.
What are your thoughts there, Knotz, on week 1?
I got my guys DJ and Major right behind me, so you know what time.
That is true.
I would do it.
That is true. Then look out. I mean, I'm going to be coming.
DJ said he's coming.
You know, I had Seattle in there, and I didn't change it. I always do that with ESPN. It's tough to remember that. You said you had it, and you changed it.
I almost didn't either, DJ, because that honestly was like a bad line, right? -4.5.
Yeah.
It felt like, do we change it? But I mean, it's how you win tournaments like that. You gotta pick. You gotta pick the shit ain't nobody else on. So,
and those lines are so they're different too, right? They're never gonna give you 7. They're never gonna give you 3. They're never gonna give you 10. They always have a half.
Well, I don't know if you guys ever been like in like the circa tournaments and stuff like that. They same thing. They go with the opening line. So, I mean, in theory, it's a good edge that you got, But I like to do that sometimes when I'm in tournaments. It's like take even with the bad line, take the team nobody's taking. I mean, that's right. That's how you win.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of that. I feel this week. So Knotz in first place, not surprised. The one surprise though, Chris, we'll give him the board here. Last place, which is not great. But what are your thoughts? What happened?
Yeah, well, week 1, I just had a bad week of gauging talent and gauging what these teams will do. That's pretty much it. Like, really, it's just a hard week to cap for me.
You know, I want to jump out of the gate and say, well, you did bad because you're a public bettor, but you're not. You're notoriously not last year. I feel like week 1 this year, though, was like just a fucking trap all around. And I just hope I don't carry that same kind of mentality into this week. So, Eddie, you're right there, tied in second, I believe, right?
And I gotta say, I'm no Tarzan, but the Knotz knowledge is real, bro.
Wow.
I mean, I started off late last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, I mean, the Giants call, the fucking Texans plus the points. The Dolphins under. I mean, I watched it. Eagles over. The Bear. It was raining. Pretty much. I stayed pretty close to the stadium, Soldier Field or whatever, and it was raining. I woke up. My eyes woke, and it was raining. I was like under. And it was a great week. The only thing that fucked me was the Bengals, man. If the Bengals won, I might have been up maybe about 20 units, but. About up 5 units,
Oh, that's field goal.
Good. One thing that surprised me was DeAndre Swift, man, for the Lions. God, he's a beast. I'm rocking with him.
He's running well.
Pat Mahomes MVP booked it. Plus 700.
Which one?
That's what it is right now, plus 700, or that's what it was
I think it might be 600 right now, but I got it at 700, like pretty much.
Yeah.
Got it,
Completely.
Put a nickel on it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, you talking about Kansas City?
Patrick Mahomes, MVP.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to say something. Go ahead. I'll get to that in a minute.
One thing I did want to say for anybody watching. So, good note to take. 11 teams played no starters in the preseason. Every team that played no starters in the preseason, it went 3-8. So, note to take for next year, because the more these players get paid, the less that these franchises want to play them in the preseason. So hey, next year, note to take. The players, the teams that don't play their players in the preseason, 3-8. That's pretty strong angle right there.
Mm-hmm. lot of fade angles there, especially to pay attention to as head coaches continue to not play their players. And we saw a lot of that in the Denver game too. We'll get to that in a minute. My biggest surprise was how well Chiefs played as well. That was just mind blowing to me to watch Mahomes come out without, obviously Tyreek Hill. I heard warning of this that they're just going to be ridiculous, but
as far as the AFC West, I mean,
Andy Reid, he comes out in week 1. Always, you never fade the Chiefs in week 1. I think I told you guys that.
Yeah, you were talking about it.
You did. But I mean,
go ahead.
I would say I picked the Broncos. I would like to change that fucking pick. That was such a bad game.
Let me see.
I mean,
I have
that was brutal. They should have won that game by 2 touchdowns.
Look at the box score. The Broncos outclassed them in pretty much every box score on the board. I mean, by a lot.
At least 2 touchdowns. They should have won that fucking game. And they played like shit. And then Russ is like, oh yeah, that was the right call at the end of the game. Dude, quit trying to be this like, high road motherfucker. He's such a corny prick, dude.
We talking about Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
I don't think they like him. Did you see the audio afterwards or the video when nobody?
He's such a fucking tool.
Nobody hugged him. Only like a couple players.
Yeah,
he was like looking around for people to hug. There was nobody around.
Watch his TikToks, man. Nobody fucking likes him.
A lot of chemistry problems in Denver. Point blank. Period.
In Seattle or already in Denver with Russ?
No, in Denver. I mean, bad chemistry problems. I mean, as a head coach, when you make that decision to
Can you explain that? What was that about? 4th and 5.
I can't. I mean, to me, the only way I see it is like had to be the call from Vegas. I mean, look at all the teasers. I can't explain it any other way because, look, since the history of the NFL, over 60-yard field goals, only 28 made. So that comes down to you have a 2% chance that McManus was going to make that field goal. Or you give the ball to Russ to get you the first down on 4th and 5.
Well,
I mean, I don't know the exact odds of that, but I'd say I'd give it at least 50%. And the worst problem about it is, as a coach, when you did that, what'd you do? You just said, Russ, I don't trust offense. I don't trust you. On week 1, like, who even cares? If it don't work, you got to send a message that I trust my team right there. It was horrible. I'll tell you, I'm going to pay for right now. I was telling you guys that anyway. So
you did. Well, I think I was the only one that didn't listen, and now I'm listening because not even listening. I'm seeing, like, there's something going on there. I mean, the head coach is also such a fucking corny dude too. Like, it's just all weird. The whole thing is a weird vibe.
Did you watch
Denver? And they're like they got what's his name? Javonte Williams, the running back, 33. He's a stud. Like, obviously, what's his name? Number 10, the wide receiver, Jerry Jeudy, fucking stud. Sutton, stud. The tight end, stud. It's like the offensive.
They all played like studs. I mean, go look at the box score. They did great. I mean, 2 turnovers at the goal line. You're not going to win a game like that. 12 penalties. You're not going to win a game like that. As I said, growing pains. But my concern now is the chemistry between, I mean, as a head coach, when you make a call like that, you literally, you might as well just go ahead and bury your head in the hole. Like, you can't do that. You don't do that in week 1. Broncos are a fade until I see otherwise. I'll tell y'all that, man.
It looks like this week for sure.
You definitely called a struggle there for week 1. So, was on the under in that game, not on Seattle like you had. And that was just unfucking believable as well, because I thought I was going to lose that one.
Yeah, 3 points in the second half.
Hey, 3 points in the whole second half, or 3 points, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember turning the game on, and I'm so used to like halftime adjustments being done where they just come out and everyone's tired, they score all these points. That was, I just there's so many the red zone opportunities for Denver, and again, the cohesivity's not there. I get it, but that coach, the look on his face when they missed that field goal, and McManus had 2 tries at it, and the first try, I was like, damn, he's got the leg
left,
but he's got the leg, and then the next one was closer, and he had a little curve at the end.
Right.
Maybe he was hitting fucking 65 earlier in the day, but I didn't hear nothing about that.
Well, no, when they walked off the fucking field, the first thing Russ did was fucking high five Hackett, and they both look confident. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they both look confident. I'm just like, what the fuck are you guys so confident in? This is 64 yards. This is fucking long as shit. I mean, how are you gonna?
Since the history of the NFL, what are you thinking? I mean, you got a 2% chance of that happening. I don't know what the percentage. I'm not an analytic dude, but I'll tell you the percentage of Russ getting the first down. That's what he does. You just paid him all that money. That's what he does. He gets you those plays like that when you need them. I don't know. Really weird. To me, hey, and I'm usually not this guy. That was the Vegas special right there, my guys.
Yeah.
All dead, all parlays dead. I mean, Vegas made a bag that night.
Oh, gosh. All right, let's jump into our Jam Soul.
So did you. I mean, you were all over Seattle. Sorry, Dave. Sorry.
No, it's all right. I mean, well, and yeah, I mean, and that's why I'm a little scared here, because last week to me was so easy that this week to me it might even be easier. From what I'm looking at, and I think it is. So let's dive in. Jam Soul pick of the week. Jam Soul, John's Architectural Metal Solutions. You can check them out at jamsoul.com. My gut check, Jam Soul pick of the week, and I've been watching this one since earlier in the week, and opened up at 45.5. Some places 46. I am now on the over in the Bears game, 42. It's my gut check of the week. Bears, Packers over 42. Think it flies over. This is just going to be a classic. Go ahead, Eddie.
I like the Chargers plus 4.5. I also like the Cards plus 6, but Jam pick of the week, gut check, Chargers plus 4.5.
All right, Wriky Knotz, what do you got?
Okay, my Jam of the week will be the Pack and Aaron Rodgers. And I'm sorry, my guys. You know, I know you, but
it's all right. We don't care.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears. We all know that.
Yeah, well, and I faded that shit last year. I'm pretty sure y'all remember that, but not. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about this game later, more in depth.
Yeah. We'll talk more about it. So you like the Packers to come out, Ireland? What do you got here? And then I'll read Rick's here.
Yeah, I'm with Eddie on the Chargers.
Okay, I like that game too. By the way, Jam Soul lock of the week. Rick coming back with Arizona. Rick was on Arizona last week. I told him to stay away from that game, but that's okay. He's coming back with them at plus 5.5. I think they were 5.5 at the start of the game last week. His week one thoughts real quick. Huge miss on the Pats money line. Good thing it was his my only loss on the noon card. Went 7-1, 2-2 on the late card, and washed on Sunday Night Football. So we're going right into that game next. Who didn't go? Chris, what was your gut check? Sorry.
Chargers.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so let's go right into that game. Chris, you can start there. We'll talk Thursday Night Football, Chargers. This is exciting. We don't really get a chance to talk about Thursday Night Football too much. Chargers, Kansas City. Chargers, tough game against the Raiders. And Kansas City, we know what they did. What do you got here?
Yeah, no, I think that Kansas City played an Arizona team that it's not really. They don't feel like a team to me. From what I saw, like I didn't get to watch everything, but from what I saw, I think Arizona is just not a very good team. And the Chargers are clearly a good team. So Kansas City, I'll take the 4. It was live when I looked at my book. It was live minus 4.5 for Kansas City. So I'll take that 4.5. I think this is good. I think this is a field goal game, close game.
Knotz, what do you got?
To me, this game is like, I mean, no shots at nobody, but it's a coin flip. I mean, so what do we know? We know, yeah, KC beat an Arizona team that clearly is the same Arizona team that we saw at the end of last season. I mean, they're 1-5 in their last, or no, 1-4, 1-5 in their last 6 games now. So yeah, is KC that good or is Arizona that bad? The Chargers, I watched that game. To me, I see some issues with the Chargers. So to me, I mean, this game is just a very easy stay away. But you put a gun in my head, give me the points with the Chargers. I'm with you.
Eddie.
I'm taking the points with the Chargers. You know, the Chiefs rarely cover, man. Unless it's week 1, I guess. But yeah, Chargers plus 4.5. I think the Chiefs win though, but they probably win by a field goal late. May go into OT as well.
I think this is one of those games.
Interaction.
Yeah, at the 4.5 and now down at 3. Some places 2.5. Oddly enough, for Kansas City, I almost feel like this is like an oppo trap. You know, they're like, oh, look at Kansas City, but we're gonna, you know, we gotta take the Chargers because the Chargers, you know, I don't think they played that bad of a game. I really don't, and I think they're going to try to establish more of the rock. I think their defense was solid. Khalil Mack did get to what's his name, quarterback three times with a fumble.
3 times, I think. Yeah.
So again, week 1, I know, but if I had to take a play, I'm probably going to be on this Thursday night, and this is just going to again the shit your pants special. I'm going to take the under on Thursday night in the Kansas City game. It's sitting at 54, open up 52. Again, so much these numbers.
Open up at 54.
It did open at 54, still 54. I still like the under. I think we're going to see more run here. I don't know. It's going to be, oh God, it's going to suck. I'm going to take it though.
No, it did open at 52. These, you're right.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's over here. It says it opened at 54.
Yeah, I was looking at scores and odds. I don't know what do you look?
I was looking at covers.com.
Oh, okay.
I look at the lines right when they come out, and I saw 52 right when it came.
Yeah, that was on the betting site, and I have not looked since. So,
but that's probably right. So
that's what I want.
I'm sorry.
That's what I like because I think. Yeah. Anyways, the primetime unders are money, and that's why I think what they do is they come back Sunday night and they get everybody. But it's hard. You know, at what point does the average bettor? They probably don't even look at the opening line, right? Because in that Packer game, you're looking at opening line 44.5, now down to 42. I was like, I'm not gonna wait till 41. It doesn't go that low, does it? And even then, I think it goes. I think the Bears put up 17 points. I think we'll talk about that game later. Sorry. We're getting better at this, by the way. Okay. Thursday night football for Rick. Chargers plus 4.5 and the over. There you go. We are pretty much oppo. But yeah, you're right. I feel like a gun to the head. I don't even know. I think it's 3-point game. No idea. All right. Next, what do we got here? Dolphins Ravens. I'll start this one off. We'll go in oppo order. I'm not even going to spend too much time on this. Last year, I felt like I got burned by the Ravens, like when I shouldn't have taken them versus, man, why didn't I take them earlier in the year? I'm going to be that guy, though, this week. I'm taking the Ravens again to cover, what is it, 3.5? 3? I don't even know. Against the fucking Dolphins. Fuck, Patriots suck. Fuck Miami. Go Ravens. Eddie, we'll go in reverse order, then Knotz and then Chris.
I'm going Dolphins plus 3.5. I like the over, too. Should be some fireworks this game.
Ooh, fireworks!
You know, Tyreek Hill maybe get a touchdown. I like the Dolphins plus the points. I think a lot of people are going to be on the Ravens. It's kind of like fade the public. Fade the public, man.
I'll say this. I watched the Ravens, and I don't think the score really says the shit show that their offense wasn't good at all. I mean, what can we say about their defense? I mean, honestly, crazy part is the box score pretty close. I mean, the Jets box score pretty close to what the Ravens put up. Dolphins plus the 4.5. And as I always preach to everybody, if you like the Dolphins, you should have bet it at 4.5. Now at 3.5, I don't know, but
you got to take the Ravens, bro.
I'll tell you this, man. I like what I saw at the Dolphins. I didn't like what I saw at the Ravens. I think the Ravens got some work to do. I bet the Dolphins are plus 4.5 as soon as that line opens. So
man, some good value there. I like that. What do you got here, Chris?
Well, I'm Joe Public. I was thinking the Ravens because I thought people were too high on the Dolphins playing against a fucking shitty offense in New England, so they really had nothing to play against. But yeah, that's my pick. I mean, I would if you're making a pick on this fucking game,
yeah.
listen to the expert down there.
Well, I'm the expert, and I took the Ravens. So, looking at this game right now, though, we're both kind of wrong. I mean, 58% of the bets are on Miami, and you're looking at 49% of the money on Miami, 51% of the money on Baltimore, 42%. So technically, Chris, and that's why I picked this game. I'm not going with the public on this one. Everyone loves Miami. This is a setup trap.
Oh, yeah, that's what I have
Ravens
here.
win by 400.
Not to interrupt you, Deej, but the public.
No, you should.
The public's not coming in until Sunday, Saturday, bro.
Now that's true.
On there right now.
Yep.
Not,
I agree. No,
Public
you're right.
Never do like the fade the public type of stuff until you get to Sunday or Saturday at least, because the public is in betting games on Wednesday. I'll tell you that much.
That is true. That's a good point. All right. Who do we go through? We go through the gauntlet here? Yeah, we thought there were going to be some fireworks there. All right, what's next? I don't have it up. Oh, Commanders, Lions. Did I have that in there?
One thing I wanted to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I didn't watch that Miami Patriots game, and I know I was telling you guys their offense was ass, but I watched the game and their offense actually played very well. They did. They couldn't get the biscuit in the bucket, obviously, but. And then I listened to the quotes from McDaniel after the game, and the man was saying, hey, Miami is a defensive team. We stand on our defense. We're going to keep doing what we do. I want to say that Miami defense was the reason that the Patriots only put up 7 more than that it was the New England Patriots not having the offense that I was saying they had. Because I was saying that, but I watched the game again, and they were moving the ball real good. Just Miami has a solid defense. I'll say that much.
Yeah. The under was great. That thing, we never really felt any emergency situation in that game at all. So that was a nice play. I did hop on that prior to the game. So thanks for that. Let's see it. What the fuck is this? ESPN. All right. What do we got here? Ravens. Rick, Ravens -3.5. Dolphins don't travel well. Okay. I like that. I'm with Rick on that. All right. Next game, Bucs Saints. I'll start this one off. World is always on Brady. The Saints obviously coming off that okay win, I guess, against the Falcons. Big win for Saints' first time head coach. This is just uglier than ugly. I mean, at this point, I don't know. It's not uglier than ugly. I just feel, I got to go with the dog at +3, but I don't have a decision on this game other than I do like the over. Go ahead, Chris.
All right, yeah, I'm with you. I think that people are going to be all over Tampa Bay on this game, and they did not play a formidable team at all last week. So. And then people are like, "Oh, New Orleans shouldn't have won that game." Blah blah. So that's why I think it's just going to be kind of like the opposite. And I'll take the points. I mean, it's going to be a close game. I'm not sure. Brady's offense is going to really do much, but I mean, he even said like there was like a clip they had him in like a coach, some coaches talking on the sidelines, and he was like, yeah, I don't have the arm I used to have, blah, blah, so I got to do different things. So, and I like the way, I forgot his head coach. What's the head coach down there in New Orleans? I like, he blitzes a fucking ton.
Yeah.
And so I see a lot of pressure coming. So I see a close game. So I'll take the points.
Eddie.
Definitely a close game. I like the over 44. I think that's more of a stronger pick. Can't really decide who's going to win. Of course, just like everybody said, the world's going to be on Brady. I think it's safe to say the Bucs are going to win, but you never know. Vegas may call, and that back door may open.
Total seems low. Knotz, what do you got?
Well, let's look at the history. Since Brady's been a Buccaneer, he has struggled bad. Saints. I mean, over and over and over again, that's not the team he likes to play.
Sean Payton, though.
It's a very low total. Yeah, people are going to overreact off what they saw with the Cowboys, which that wasn't the Bucs being a good team. That was the Cowboys being the ass team. That
Yes.
they are.
Yes.
And, I mean, I call him crab legs, Jameis Winston. My guy, crab legs, man. I'm not playing when he's under center. I mean, I think we were talking about it last week. He's going to put up a bunch of touchdowns, or he's going to throw a bunch of all that equates to an over. I think the over is the play in that game. And definitely the Saints, but make sure you get the +3. Make sure you get the +3. Yeah, as I've been saying, I don't believe in the Bucs. Everybody's probably, after watching last Sunday night game, nah, my God. Bucs are going to suck. They will get exposed this week. Give me the Saints plus the points and the over.
I like it. The next game, I believe, is what? Patriots Steelers? Mitchy Mitch or no? CBS at noon? Or did I skip that game?
No.
Is that the one?
We're on it.
Oh, man.
Steelers.
Wow. Steelers are this is a 42.5 open, currently sitting at 40. This one was Patriots favored by 1.5, currently at 2. You know, I gotta lean Patriots here. I just have to. I think the Pittsburgh plays well. They play well at home. This is a classic Belichick versus what's his name? Great guy. I just think this is going to be Belichick's got to be upset. I don't know. And it's the Steelers. And it's Mitch fucking Trubisky. I mean, what more can I say on that? What do you got, Chris?
I'm on Pitt. I'm on Pitt in this game. I think defense sticks. I think their defense played well last week, and I think they'll play good against is Mac Jones supposed to start? I'm not sure. Didn't he get hurt? Wasn't there something screwy with Mac Jones in that game? Something was fucked up. So I'm not like, I know you said that New England in the box score, they played well. Like the score didn't dictate or, reflect how they play in the game. But I'm just not buying New England's offense right now. So I think Pittsburgh defense keeps it close, and I'll win by a field goal at least.
Knotz, what do you got on this one?
So a few things I wanted to talk about overall about this transition from week 1 to week 2. I'm gonna do one on this one, and I'm gonna leave the rest for some other games. But so first thing, okay. I don't know if you guys watched that game, but I mean, Steelers +5 on turnovers. I watched it. Trubisky still looks like ass.
Oh yeah. He
Trubisky
is bad.
Looks like the same old Trubisky. Like I was thinking, like, okay, maybe under Tomlin he'll do better. Nah, he still looks like ass. That game is such an emotional game. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched it, but block field goal to keep it tied, take it into overtime, missed field goal. I mean, it was an emotional game. They played a whole nother quarter of football. Sheesh, shut the fuck up.
Sheesh is trying to get his opinion in on this one.
Sorry, my guy.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's like, I make motherfucking money.
Hey,
So,
he's just dog
one
barking.
he learned, okay, when in the NFL, when you have a game like that where you put so much energy into winning that game, and I watched after. I mean, the Steelers, that was their Super Bowl.
Yeah, right.
You never, ever, ever bet that team the next week, especially when you're going against Belichick, coming off a loss, not just a loss, but a very ugly loss, a blowout loss. Give me the Pats. I like it at -1. Pats, Belichick is going to come back and smoke these boys.
Alternate line.
Sold me.
Well,
Pats.
Current line. So Eddie's with the Pats. Yeah, current. It's going to stick to our current theme, right? Fade the public who's on the dog, and right now you're looking at about 66% on Pittsburgh, 34 on New England.
I guess we'll go ahead and say this right now. whenever you see the public on a dog, that the last week, who was on the Steelers?
Yeah, right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Now they're all on them. Like, come on, really? Yeah, good point.
But I'll just talk about it. So, what my guy Sal, you guys know who Sal is. He's my mentor.
Yeah.
What he taught me is this is called the square matrix. Okay, and the way he taught it to me is by playing chess. So when you're playing chess, the player that's gonna win the game, he's the one that's making the other player react to every move he makes, right? The square matrix is exactly this. Every week, everybody last week, they bet the Bengals, right? Oh, Bengals, easy. No more Big Ben, no more yada, yada, yada. What did the Bengals do? They shit the bed. I mean, even if you go look at the box score, let me pull up this exact box score because this box score really.
Yeah, and it makes perfect sense. And you can even go to the game.
Turnover.
You can even go to the game this week, right? Knox, perfect example. Cowboys, Bengals, right? Everybody and their mother. I mean, how the hell you even bet this game? Anyways, continue. I cut you off, but they're so dog shit. But I mean, yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
No, sorry. I just want to. I want to tell everybody this box score because, I mean, yeah, you look at the final score. Cool.
Turnovers.
You got to take Dallas this week, right? Based off the matrix, right?
Well, we'll talk about that game when we get there, but
you know what I mean? Plus 7.5. I mean, it's just a lock, just guaranteed. Book it now.
We'll talk about that.
Is that quarterback?
Look at this box score, my guys. Hold on, let me talk.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bengals 432 yards to the 267 of the Steelers. Total plays, Bengals 94 to 61 of the Steelers. Yards per play, pretty close, 4.6 to 4.4. I mean, in every way, shape, and form, minus the turnover battle, the Bengals dominated the Steelers in that game. Like, another angle, okay? When you see a good team that killed the box score, lost the game, you don't fade them the next week. You don't have to play them, but you don't fade them. My guys, fade the Steelers this week. My biggest play, free play for all the Hashmark family.
Wow, I love that. Write it down.
Already wrote it down.
Okay, good. Hold on. Did we cover?
What do you like the over and under for that?
You have to play the under, right? But
let's see what
Sheesh agrees.
Sheesh dog of the week.
The sheesh play of the week.
Sheesh heard me talking about the Cowboys. All right, let's go back to Rick here. Saints plus 2.5 will be on Brady. Back on Pat's money line. Here's why. Rick is right there with us, Knotz. Back on Pat's money line, only at minus 130. Steelers are on a letdown spot after a home, the big win. Cincy, give me Pat's money line 130. Damn, that's pretty solid. What's the line at? This is what I'm talking about. This is what happened in week 1 was like what we're doing every week. And anyways.
Well, it seems like week 2 is going to be a public week, so fade the public, right?
No, but I feel like the name.
Week one was the public got smacked.
No, right. He's saying for sure. He was saying week 1 normally.
Monday night.
So
they got fucked up.
What happened? Here's what happened.
Did I say that wrong? What I meant by is fade the public in week 2.
I'm sorry, I mean over everybody, but this is real important for everybody to listen to. The public got murdered in week 1. So what do? Every team that they played in week 1, what are they going to do week 2? They're going to fade them. What do? We play on all those teams that they look like shit. They didn't play their starters in preseason. Money. Don't be a part of the square matrix. Jump on the show.
I love it. I love it. All right, what's next on the list? We're going to come back to Cowboys Cincinnati because I don't think it was on the list.
Situationally, it just don't make sense now for that simple fact that the Broncos didn't win the game. If they just won the game and didn't cover it, bro, I would have slammed the Texans.
This backs up your Vegas play, though. This backs up your argument for the last game being rigged.
Here's the problem here, DJ, is look, we got the Texans coming off. Look, it's not a win, but a push for the Texans is a win. All right? Week 1, the Texans pushed against the Colts, their divisional opponent. And week 1, the Broncos lost against Russell Wilson's old team. So you go to the psychology of this. Who's going to be more pumped up in this game?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to lay the wood with the Broncos because I'm not, because the Broncos got issues. Okay. Like I was just talking, the Broncos to me, I'm not betting. But this game, situationally, it does not make sense to bet the Texans. I'm telling you that.
Okay.
And that's a big number for the Broncos to be laying for the team they are. And the books are hanging that number for a reason, because I tell you, that's going to be another square dog this week. And no offense, but the squares are going to be on the Texans this week. Don't do it. I'm not saying bet the Broncos. Stay the fuck away from that game.
All right. Eddie, what do you got on that?
I like the under 45. You know, too many points. Got to go with the Texans plus 10. But I'm with Wriky Knotz, man. You know, it's interesting. I feel like, you know, you look at that and you say Texans plus 10, easy, you know, because they was kept it so close with the Colts. So, you know, got to fade the public.
I just wonder if there's one game in there and that they're just trying to mess with you, you know, and it's like last week, Rick and I were talking about it and, you know, offline. It was just trying to find out which favorite was going to cover. That was the hardest part for me. It wasn't even about like the dogs were easy. It was all, anyways, it was just like, how do you, anyways, Ion, what do you got here?
This is a bad, I mean, yeah, I guess Houston in the points, but I'm this is a game I'm not betting. My notes here is what did not say.
Yeah, just do what I agree with you on that. I mean, he's right. I mean, I don't. Here's why I do. It makes sense. There were a number of times they were in the red zone and they didn't connect. So I can see all these players you were talking about earlier, Chris, Jerry Jeudy, Sutton, that tight end, the running back. Denver was running the ball so well in the beginning. I mean, they were. I was like, oh my god. And the one guy was over for the touchdown. I get it, but now I see it, and I'm almost like, yeah, wow, the under. I mean, Texans get shut out, but I don't know. Lovie Smith. What an ugly game. They played their heart out against Indianapolis. There's a good argument there not to take the Broncos there.
See, here's what I'm thinking. Now, like after listening to Knotz.
Let me read the box score of that last game because it's very lopsided. I mean,
I'm sure like the Broncos dominated, right?
Yeah, I mean the final score ain't telling us shit. Let me just, and this is some like
you're right again. Now look, this is Square Matrix. Houston plus 10, almost 70% on it, 33% on Denver. So we're taking Denver. Wow.
Be all over. There will be all Houston.
It's just a weird one. It's like 9.5. They could barely beat Seattle. And now it's 9.5.
This is how it works. I mean, watch. Russell's gonna have 3 rushing touchdowns.
Broncos blow them the fuck out. That's why I lean.
And it's a 320. It's a 325 game. So that's what, almost noon for them. Yeah, this is a
and home opener after coming off that ugly loss where Russ lost against his old team. Let me read you guys this box score, man. This is crazy. Broncos total yards 433 next to the Seahawks 253. Total plays 64 next to the Seahawks 49. Yards per play 6.8 next to the Seahawks 5.2. Yards, passing yards 340 next to the Seahawks 195. Completion attempts pretty easy there. Rush yards 103 next to the Seahawks 76. I mean, my guys, this box score was dominated by the Broncos. I mean, if I didn't have my issues with I gotta see it with the Broncos before I bet it, but I'm telling you, man, this is a Broncos spot. Do not by any means bet Houston here. Don't. It's just time of possession 33.39 to 26.21. I mean, this was a dominated box score by the Broncos. 12 penalties costed them 100 and some yards. 2 turnovers right on the goal line. I mean, these are growing pains of a team that's actually really good. I mean, when you look at this box score, that's a good team. Don't bet Houston this week. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there. It's pretty convincing. I do got to apologize. I've been backing around all these. I've been going all over the fucking place. Did I skip the Niners game? And then or does Rick have all these wrong? He went from Pats to Niners to Packers to Titans to Vikings.
On the rundown, you had Broncos game and then Cards Raiders.
Well, then we're not covering it. No, we're just going to keep going. What's the next game down after
Broncos Texans?
Yeah, what's
Cards Raiders. Cardinals versus Raiders.
Didn't even give us a All right. I didn't even did I put Titans Bills on there?
Yeah, Titans Bills are after Bears and
All right, cool. All right, perfect. But we're gonna skip Cardinals Raiders. Let's go right to Sunday Night Football. Okay, we're gonna start with Mr. Motherfucking Sunday Night himself, Bears Packers. What do you got here? Nuts.
Okay, so first off, and watch, the Bears will be a humongous public dog on Sunday night. You don't see those very often, my guys. So first, like, without me even breaking this game down, whenever you see a primetime dog that the public is on, run to the hills, or you bet the Packers, okay? Second off, this is what the Packers do. Week 1, they shit the bed. Everybody bets them week 1 all the time. They shit the bed, and then everybody's like, oh, fuck, they lost me money. And what happened last year? New Orleans Saints, 38-3. Packers got blown out. And then they went on to win 9 games straight and cover.
Yeah.
Let's go to not to drag this out. Let me show you guys this box score too. I mean, I don't even know how the Bears won that game against the Niners.
It was wet. It was wet.
Look, yeah, I can tell you it was a fucking monsoon.
Yeah, and Justin Fields
everybody
garbage.
This. You go look at a good team who dominated the box score and lost the game. You always bet on them the next week. Always. Like,
so San Francisco.
Dude, San Francisco, I'm sorry. No, San Francisco's not a good team.
San Francisco.
Okay.
As long as Trey Lance is quarterback, they're not a good team.
Trey Lance has developing to do. Okay. Another team that didn't really play many starters through the preseason. Let me tell you guys this box score. I mean, how the game is, I don't know. I watched the game and I saw how they won. So, but I'll tell you, the Bears did not deserve to win that game. Let's go through this box score. I mean, Niners, 331 yards to the Bears, 204. Total plays, 67 to the Bears, 56. Yards per play, 4.9 to the Bears, 3.6. Passing, 164 to the Bears, 121. I mean, every category in this box score,
except the weather. We fucking won, bitch. We fucking won the weather.
Bears.
Yeah, we did.
God damn it.
I
know this spread matrix gets fucked up. The common theme, it's everywhere. 63% on Chicago right now. 37 on Green Bay. Sorry, not.
This is what I really wanted to push into everybody's head. This is the square matrix. All the square. Had them all on teasers, parlays, had the Niners on all that shit last week.
Dude, I love this shit. Rick is gonna fucking freak out when he misses this. The Matrix is like our whole thing, you know. This is hilarious.
Hey, look how situationally, look how perfect this play is for the Niners. Everybody last week.
I get it. Where we at?
I got you, bro.
Chris,
Square matrix.
Look,
you don't list the team.
Everybody last week was on the Packers.
Yeah.
Everybody last week was on the Niners. The Niners shit the bed.
Here's my
Bengals.
This week. Fuck the Packers. Fuck the Niners. I'm betting the Bears. I'm not betting the Packers. They lost me money last week. And look, Aaron Rodgers is going to slay as he always does the Bears. No offense, my guy.
He's going to definitely air it out. I think he's going to try to get comfortable with these new receiving core.
What's the lean on the over and under?
I'm already on this. This is, by the way, locked in over 42.
Over 42. Gotcha.
Yeah. Chris, what do you got here?
I'm with Knotz. I think this is a 100% Green Bay play all day.
Yeah, I don't care who's at wide receiver. It could be the guys at TS South on the street. Give me the Packers. Ed, where are you at on this one?
I'm going Bears plus 10.5.
You got to take the points. If I had to take the side, love the Packers, but I'm already in on the over, so that's where I'm at. Next game, Titans Bills. This one was on the rundown, correct? Yes, sir. And the reason we're covering this is because the Bills just absolutely demolished in prime time, right? They played on prime time this week. Who'd they play again? Who'd the Bills beat?
The Rams. Took
The
my money.
fucking Rams. Yeah, they fucked over a lot of people here on this one. Let's start with Eddie. Titans Bills. What do you got here?
Got to go Titans plus 10, man. It's kind of like the Texans, Bears, and Titans plus 10. We'll see. I think it may be another square matrix, public dog. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I like the under 48.5 as well. I would lean closer to the over and under than the points. I mean, the Bills are going to win the game, but by how many points? We'll see.
I don't know. Now, or Chris, go ahead. Then we'll go to Knotz.
I think this is a Buffalo blowout. It just doesn't matter to me. I think Buffalo is feeling themselves right now.
Got good defense too, man.
Yeah, especially after last week. And I feel like Buffalo has this kind of like, okay, we've been here a couple of years now. Let's try and get this thing done the right way every week. Knotz, what do you got?
So let me tell all our viewers another thing. Every NFL season, you will get a public team like Buffalo that the lines are going to be completely overpriced. And the sharps, just like what they're going to do is they're just going to bet the value there because that's what they do. And they're going to keep losing. That is the Bills this season. Okay, I'll tell you something. I made a rule after my L when I took the Rams against the Bills and I watched that team play. I said this: I'm not going to bet the overpriced lines of the Bills, but I'm not fading them once this season. I'm not. They are going to cover these overpriced lines. Everybody's going to be mad. The sharps are going to bet, and people are going to watch the lines. They're going to be like, oh, look, see, it's bouncing back the other way. And the only reason is that's the sharps doing what they do. They bet the value, okay? And they're okay with losing that one game because they're betting the value on a million other plays. I'll tell you guys this. Do not fade the Bills this season. Don't bet.
And this is just
finish.
Sorry, go ahead.
Our biggest advantage against the book, we have all these games on the card. We don't have to bet them all. Why invest some money betting against a team like the Bills? Why? When you got all these other games you can bet on.
No, I agree.
Just don't do it. I'm not saying to fade. I'm not saying to fade the Bills. I'm not saying to bet the Bills. I'm saying just leave the fucking game alone. The Bills cover a lot of these crazy points.
Just watch the game or take the over, right? Now, this, for our viewers, Knotz, this does not fit the spread matrix because the Bills won, right? There is 67% of the public on this one. Oh, no, that means no. This is not a spread matrix because the public is not on the dog. Never mind. Sorry.
Public, it's like the Jazz.
Yeah, I get it. I fucking, that was a terrible question.
Winning. But the books are like, okay, you guys can have that. You guys, we don't care. I mean, the Bills are. Look, I'll tell you this. I'm looking at the Bills roster. I watched that last game. Don't fade the Bills. Just don't do it. Invest your money somewhere else.
We're not fading that. I'm not stepping in front of that train. All right, Monday Night Football: Vikings versus Eagles. Opened up at 2.5. Eagles now sitting at 2. Not a lot of movement here. Vikings obviously getting the win against the Packers. I feel like we see that every year. What does this mean? Knotz, we'll start with you. We'll go right back to you, and then the carousel back to me. What do you got here, Knotz?
I'm not going to break this game down too much, but I'm going to tell you this. Eagles.
Okay. Money line, or you like the points here at -2? I mean, it's sitting in a great line.
No, I mean, I'll never. So, look, if you're betting money lines when you can get a -2, just give your money to the book. Take the -2.
All right.
Look, this game, the Eagles are going to schmurder the Vikings. And everybody and their mom is going to be on the Vikings. This is the new. So, look, Sunday Night Football moved over to Monday Night Football. This is the Vegas special. everybody will be on the Vikings. Lay the wood.
Yeah, 79%, 70% right now on Minnesota.
Jesus.
Everybody's gonna be on Minnesota. This the Vegas special.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm with you on Philly.
Yeah, for me on this one, I did not disagree either. Just going with Philly. I mean, what I saw, Jalen Hurts. I mean, AJ Brown connection. AJ Brown looked good if he stays healthy. I mean, that team in general, that line. I mean, Jalen Hurts is a fantasy stud. So yeah, go Eagles.
I'm with the Eagles.
All right, let's fly over to what do we got? Money line dog of the week. Money line dog of the week. I'll start it off. I already gave you kind of an ugly one here earlier, but this one is not as ugly. It's just it's such a tough game to choose. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Panthers here. It's not really a tough game to choose. Plus 109, not really that big of a dog.
I like the Panthers too.
Okay, good. Is that your money line too?
Yeah, I'll take that. I like the Chargers as well, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
All right, Chris, what do you got?
I don't. Skip me. Sorry.
All right, Knotz, what do you got on a money line dog of the week? We'll come back to Chris.
First off, I'll say this: only one dog I bet this week.
What, like money line or no? Really?
I bet literally my whole card is all chalk this week. Only dog I bet this week is the Fins, and 80% of the time, okay, the point spread doesn't even matter in the NFL. That's the craziest part. So when you're betting a dog, you better think in the back of your head, unless it's like a double-digit dog, you better think in the back of your head that they can actually win the game. Dolphins.
Love it. Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Only dog I week. My whole card's chalk this week, my guys. It's all chalk. That's the only dog I got on my card. So Fins for me. I think they win that game.
Okay.
You want contract guarantee?
Here's gonna be here's gonna be the situation. Is Baltimore gonna let him ride, or are they gonna say, all right, we'll take a chance on you because you are like whatever you want to say, top 5, top 10 quarterback in the league. We'll give you your money and we'll take a chance on you. Or are we gonna take a chance on some fucking schmuck that they fucking draft or they bring in that's not going to be nearly as good, and then the team doesn't fucking do anything and they fail, and now here they are fucking 10 15 years down the road trying to figure out
this year.
like how do we get back to fucking 10-5 every year or 10-6.
The face, yeah. They're gonna see if he even makes it through this season the way he plays. I mean, yeah, he's doing better in the pocket, he's doing better with all that. But he is a very huge liability the way he plays. They're gonna see.
Yeah, I understand that.
And on top of that, they're gonna see if he does as good as he says he's worth. That's a lot of pressure on Lamar Jackson. To me, I'll tell you, I'm gonna be fading the Ravens a lot this season. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Going back to Rick, I skipped him on a couple here. I'm just going to read this straight for everybody. 49ers, no brainer. Send it and forget it. Hard to play football on a monsoon. They should have smoked the Bears. They're way better than that. You'll see come Sunday. Book it. Packers -10. Rodgers over the Bears. Packers win 28-7 under 42. Titans +10. Undy 48. World will be on the Bills and over. Vikings money line +115 over 50.5 flies over. His money line dog of the week was Arizona +195. Come on, Calamari.
Talk about that game, DJ.
Come on, kid. Show me something. Go ahead. Yeah, let's talk about it. Arizona versus the Raiders, and then that's it. We're gonna wrap it up.
Let's go.
Do anybody have any teasers? I have one. I have one.
All you guys' opinion on it.
Yeah, I have one teaser real quick. Do we have any teasers? I didn't say this earlier. The Jam Soul company pick of the week was the over in the Thursday night game, 54. And that's also their official play for the week. So good luck, everybody. All right, let's talk about one bonus game here because we're not going to cover any college. By the way, I just found out about 2 days ago that Notre Dame lost to Marshall. I just don't understand what's going on there, Chris. We'll have another podcast fit. Do you want to talk about Notre Dame real quick, Chris, or no?
No, the quarterback fucking sucks. Get a quarterback. Maybe you'll be good.
I haven't watched anything, so I don't know what is going on.
Yeah, I don't
But,
know college football.
okay, good. So let's finish this off real quick. Cardinals, Raiders. My thoughts are this. You know, you almost think you got to take the Cardinals here, but I'm with Knotz in this one, like we talked about earlier. Something's wrong there. Rick's begging for Kyler Murray to do something. Do something, kid. I don't know. This guy's just a little weirdo. Yeah, I mean, give me the Raiders, Jen. Give me the Raiders. What do you got here, Chris?
Yeah, feeling like Joe Public again all week. I don't trust Arizona, so give me the Raiders.
That's not Joe Public. Public's on Arizona.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think they're on Arizona, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they are. They're all over Arizona.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah. Yep. So you're good. You're good. Ed, what do you got here?
I'm gonna go with the public, I guess. Cardinals +6.
All right.
With that now, but
Knotz, what do you got here?
One thing first off, let me say. So here's a very important.
over.
So you can't say honestly that you're going with the public or not, because what that line open up at?
I don't know. Covers.com sucks. So
It opened at -3.5. Okay, right in a hook. It steamed all the way to 6. We saw a little buyback at 6 for the Cardinals, which that's just the sharps. Like I tell you guys, that's just them doing what they do. They got their models. They know that line ain't right, and they're betting it back at that point. But they already got the 3.5 in their pocket. Okay, so if you did like the Raiders, you bet the Raiders early. I mean, that line came out, and I swear to God, I didn't even have the chance to bet the 3 and a hook. I got it at 4. I like the 4. I'm okay with the 4. Look, everybody last season, how much money did the public make off the Cardinals once they caught on to the train? I mean, the Cardinals, they were a point spread and just straight up monster, right? Until whatever the fuck happened with them towards the end of the season, which only God knows. The Cardinals A game is a Super Bowl team. The Cardinals game that we saw at the end of last season, I mean, I watched that playoff game. Hot track.
That was terrible from the start.
So here's where we are. I mean, here's what you don't do when you're betting on sports. You don't try to bet on when a streak is going to end. You try betting on a streak continuing. This Charger streak completely continued against KC. I mean, that was a shit show. Even the final score doesn't even tell the full story. Because
Arizona, yeah.
I mean, yeah, Arizona, yeah, the Cardinals. 14 points of that was all garbage time. Most of the box score was all garbage time. Arizona is the same team that they were at the end of last season.
What's going on here? What's going on there? Is Kingsbury?
Huh?
Kingsbury?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, until we see otherwise, why would you try to bet on all of a sudden them getting shit?
Listen, I agree. And look, Rick's begging in his text. You know, show me something, kid. Come on, Kyler Murray. Nope, not this week.
I mean, look, until they show us that they're going to show us some.
Right.
Why?
Yep.
Got these other games on the board. But hey, I'll tell y'all, free play for the Hashmark fam. Yeah, and look, situationally, I get it. The Cardinals are coming off a bad loss too. But the Raiders are a bet-on team. The Cardinals are not.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Raiders murder.
Raiders
murder.
Slay. Mark my words. They're going to slay. Just like KC did, they're going to slay the Cardinals. It's not even going to be close. It ain't even one.
Cliff going to get fired? I mean,
I think so.
Like, he seems like the problem down there.
Something's not right. It's like
he seems like
Kyler Murray's the problem too.
Yeah, well, he seems like he's not playing because he doesn't like his coach.
Yeah. He don't get along with him. His facial expression.
Lost that locker room a long time ago, and they were still playing. Lost it, but soon as Kyler Murray lost the locker room too. So now you got a head coach, and you got a quarterback that nobody in the locker room likes. You gonna bet on a team like that? Shit, Send me your
No.
bets. I'll give you an extra point.
By the way, one of the things that I do want to talk about, not on this episode, but something that's really cool, is if we are head to head, there is a place to do that. And I know you know all about it now. It's we might be doing some stuff with Gino at Bet Openly. I don't know yet, but that'd be kind of cool. We can go peer to peer there, you know.
So dope, because here, so
and
look,
the lines are way better.
Well, let me big up Bet Openly real quick, because so the biggest edge that the house has over us is the VIG, right? We got to pay 110 to make 100.
Yep.
So that means we got to hit at about 53% just to come out even with the house. If you go to Bet Openly, you don't got to pay that. You pay 1% juice. But hey, anybody listening, jump on Bet Openly. You get the opportunity to be the book. And look, you might lose it here and there, but for the most part, it's free money.
Yep. Bet Openly. What else do we got here? I think that's it. I think we're done. All right. That's going to wrap up this week, week 2. No Rick. He'll be back next week. It was a short notice week. I forgot. And that's fine. I don't like Wednesdays. Thursdays is way better.
Great show.
All right, guys. I'll see you next week. Thank you, everybody, for making it. I appreciate it. Love you all. And we'll talk soon. Good night. Oh, yeah.
Run it.
Run it.
Run it.
Break the book. Run it. See you guys.
My guys.